Hi friends, I wanted to explain what your writing is going to be for off campus today. And let me just start by saying it's a repeat of everything that we did yesterday, except we need to do that with more of the evidence that we listed. So it should sound and feel very familiar. But if not, stay tuned. I'll keep you posted on what you're doing. So yesterday, after we chose our seed, from all of the different ideas that we had had about persuasive writing, different opinions that we've had, we chose one that we had the most evidence for and one that we felt really passionately about. Then we got out our writing notebooks and we just wrote down like every single thing that we could think of about that topic, right? And then, this is the list that I came up with. I just wrote down every single thing, right? Not complete sentences, just anything that I know. And I started thinking, okay, in my opinion, why do I think, where's the problem that I'm trying to fix, in my opinion, and can I also include a solution? So my problem is that we don't want a school that is dirty or messy. And then I listed why that would be a problem and maybe thought about other people affected by that problem. And then I tried to brainstorm some possible solutions to the problem. So here was all of the evidence that I had in my writing notebook. And then after I made my list, I went through and decided, okay, how many of these items on my evidence list do I feel like I could write long and strong right now? And you can see most of them, I feel that way, right? Because I chose an opinion that I know a lot about and that I feel passionately about. I know why we need to keep the school cleaner. I know we can make posters, have more garbage cans and more recycle cans to fix the problem. I also think that informing people about recycling will help fix it, and I know a lot about recycling. There were a couple of things that I need to do a little bit more research on before I add them to my writing, and that is, do other kids in the building think that, and what would custodians say? So yesterday I circled this one right here because I knew I could write long and strong about that, and guess what? I did. Here was my thesis, which everybody should have. It's got to be bold. It's got to be strong. It's got to hook your audience. And then all of these sentences right here are based on my very first evidence piece, why we need to keep the school cleaner. Now I'm going to look at the rest of my list, and anything that has a smile on it, I am going to write long and strong about. Okay, so that looks like make posters, more garbage cans, more recycle cans, and inform people about recycling. All right, here I go. Some solutions to this problem might include making signs. Students could make these from construction paper and markers. Then they could be hung around the school where littering happens the most. Maybe people are littering because there aren't enough trash cans. People could compare the cleanest part of school with the dirtiest part and see if it's connected to fewer trash cans. Also, once people know a lot about recycling and how it helps save planet Earth, they usually stop littering. Maybe informing students and families about the positive effects of recycling can reduce the amount of litter in the hallways. All right, I'm going to go back to my list. And I'm going to double check. I already talked about why. I already talked about posters, garbage cans, recycling. Okay, great. So now I would go back to It's Learning, and on my writing tile, I would hit submit because I have answered everything from my evidence list that doesn't need more research. Let's take a look. I have about 3 full paragraphs, and I would say that this is about somewhere between 12 and 15 sentences. That is the bare minimum of what you need to submit, okay? You need to make sure that you have at least 12 to 15 sentences. Of course, more is going to be better. So use what you can, stretch your brain, and write long and strong so that everything from your evidence list, besides the items that still need more research, are included in this Google Doc. Cannot wait to see what you did. I'm going to check these over the weekend.